Hello again, everyone. This is Gilmer, and this is episode 7 of my Let's Play Wars of Napoleon. I've been gone for a little while. Don't You might have thought you gotten rid of me, but you have not gotten rid of me. I took a little time off during the holidays. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. Um, I have not actually celebrated Christmas yet, but I did take time off and enjoyed my time off from work and from actually doing Let's Plays. So somebody gave me some good criticism and said I rambled too much, and I would admit I do ramble a lot. And, I'm going to try to cut down on the rambling a little bit because I know some people don't like that, but it will not completely go away because you can't change who you are. And, actually, one of my nicknames when I was in college was the Rambling Man, and I do tend to ramble, and that's who I am. But I'll try to cut it down a little bit and talk just mostly about the game. We will go ahead and resume the game we are playing. I am playing under the most recent beta batch that was put out on December 21st, 2015, and I'm pretty sure that the save games are compatible with it. So we will give it a try, and then if it works or does not work, we will know pretty quickly, I'm sure. The normal activity of the Bank of England, £750. I like that. And I got £750 of trade taxes from the East India Company. So that's very nice indeed. We have under our command 1 army, 7 divisions. Open report on the left to see the report. So this is all of our forces right now. We have an army and then 7 divisions. I guess the English Home Army is our army. I think it's available to actually be moved. If I might be mistaken, but it might be down here actually. Where did I go? Nope. Up. That is the English Home Army. That is our army. And I don't suppose I can attach this unit to it. No. Create core, combine units, blah blah blah. I don't think I can do any of that. So what do I want to do? I think my strategy at the end of the last episode was to move across Spain and attack France from the southwest, the southwest, through this pass at Bayonne, or up through here through to Perpignan. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but I think it's going to be more over here than over here because obviously I have to march a lot further to get to here. So I remember what I was going to do. That's it. I had sent this naval force to Oporto, Portugal, to actually pick up the home army because we're going to move them by transport as opposed to marching them all the way across the countryside. And I will have them probably debark or disembark at San Sebastian and then move 2 regions over and attack Bayonne. So that's the plan. And I do have this guy who is marching. He is 7 days out of Salamanca, Spain, and it's going to take him a little while to get over there. It's obviously a lot quicker to use your naval forces to move your troops around, but I really only have one large naval force, I think, to move an army of this size or that size around. So I'm going to march this guy across probably through here, and then on to San Sebastian. We'll see if it works. anything else that is going on that I don't remember or know about. Let's see. Somebody said there's a place here. Okay, these are the replacements. Regular replacements, and I have 90, I guess, at this time. 6 of cavalry replacements, 8 of artillery replacements, and 613 of ship replacements parts. Buy or remove 1 replacement at once. Click to change to 5 replacements at once. Oh, I know what it means. It means you can, if it's set to +1, when you click it, it buys 1 replacement, but you can change it to buy 5 at a time. If you need to buy a whole lot of them, you're not sitting there clicking constantly. Disable or enable the AI buying replacements for your nation. Currently set with the AI buying many replacements. Click to change behavior. Switch between seeing details on the unit currently in selection in the left part of the screen and seeing replacements. So that's just what I've done before. It's gives you this screen, and this will turn the AI on or off depending on what you have. So the AI will, so the AI will buy your replacements for you if you have that turned on, which is fine for me. Is it good for you? I don't know. But I guess one of the things about this game that I won't say is a complete disappointment, but it's probably not the style of game I like as much as other games. Ageod has had several games out, obviously, and most of them deal with an actual struggle, and the war starts, you fight the war, and then the war ends, and that's it. And then they have Pride of Nations, where it's more of a nation building, nation managing game, and you champion or you run your country throughout the war, throughout the years, and try to win on points. Well, this is a lot like that. The wars are not constantly ongoing. You're trying to position your country into gaining as many points as possible and winning on points. So we're at war with France right now, but I guess we could, in this game, sign a truce with them at any time, and then possibly down the line declaring war on them again. I don't know exactly how that works. I'm more used to games where you fight until they can't fight anymore, and then that's the end of the game, or you can't fight anymore, and that's the end of the game. So it's a little bit more cerebral, I guess, a little bit more strategizing, as opposed to just fighting each battle as they come up. So I don't know. I kind of like the other games a little bit more than these type. I want to play a war game, and I was kind of hoping that this would be kind of, obviously France can't fight a war for 10 straight years, but I was kind of hoping they would. Sorry. So anyway, we've looked at all the screens. What have we done? We only have 14 diplomats. I guess they will replenish after 1 year, or maybe after 6 months. I don't know for certain. But Austria, I have great relations with. Baden, my relations are only at 14. Bavaria, only at 14. Brunswick, it's at 87. And I have a promised local support, which I think is unilateral. They don't have to accept that. And Hessen, the same thing. We are allied with Hanover. We're at war with Holland. We're at war with Italy. Kingdom of Piedmont, relations are at 44. Kingdom of Sicily, I think, is in my coalition, in my alliance, they're at 93. Maharajas are the Indians in India, and I mean, it sounds a little redundant, the Indians in India, but as everybody in the U.S. knows, that Indians for us can mean Native Americans or India, and Maharajas is in India. Mecklenburg is at 51. We have a supply right with them. Supply right with Oldenburg. Portugal's in the alliance. Defensive treaty with Saxony. Okay, we're at war with Switzerland. And that should be about it. Looks like fairly neutral relationships with the United States of America and also with Wallachia. I don't know what kind of troops Wallachia has, but yeah, I'm glad we have decent relationships, I think. Is that what? Wallachia? What was our relationship with them? Brunswick's good. Papacy, we don't have very good relations at all. That's probably just no, we have neutral relationships with Wallachia. The relationship with the Pope is probably due to the fact that we're run by the Anglican Church and not part of the Roman Church anymore. And I believe, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Anglican Church, the head of the Anglican Church is the King of England. So that's why Rome is not very thrilled with us. All right, let's execute a turn so I can stop rambling. I really try not to ramble, but sometimes it just happens. I noticed I have 84 subscribers now, which is nice. I do appreciate everybody watching my Let's Plays. As I've said many times before, my Let's Play was started. I don't know if it's going to completely go in this direction from now until forever, but it was started to bring a little bit more attention to the Ageod games, and hopefully it is doing that a little bit. I've had people ask questions about games, Revolution Under Siege, Rise of Prussia, things like that, and I'm happy to help at any time. So any questions you have, I'm willing to answer to the best of my ability. A lot of stuff I don't know. I've said it many times, I'm not an expert at this game, but I know a lot about the game, but I'm not an expert at playing it in the sense of being able to beat the AI on a consistent basis. But I do know a lot about the games. I'm pretty familiar with how the mechanism is of building an army, attaching corps, building corps, and attaching divisions and things like that, and how it all goes together in the command points and march to the sound of guns and how that works. And so I would say that I'm high intermediate in my quote unquote expertise at playing these games. And the only reason I guess I'm rambling now too, but the only reason I'm talking like this is because I'm waiting for the turn to process, and there's nothing much to talk about during the turn processing except for the little slider going from day 0 to day 7 for all the countries in the game. It doesn't tell you which countries are going or doing their turns, but so you don't know what's going on until it gets to your turn, and your moves you've plotted are executed. do have to say that the map is very nice. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I really do appreciate the work they put into this. Obviously, it's not going to wow some people who are used to really nice games that are based just almost on, graphics and everything being perfect. But, I like the kind of the marshland down here, and then the forests and the thicker forests, and different trees over here and here and here. These look more like fir trees or pine trees, and these look more like what? I don't know, oak type trees? I don't know. I certainly do have a lot of pounds, 15,222 in pounds. Not very many horses. I need to requisition some horses, I think. I think I'm going to build a new computer that I was watching a do-it-yourself build a computer. Thinking about building a computer so that I can run these games a lot better. They'll go a lot quicker, hopefully, especially on turn processing. So here we go. Holy crap, there's a lot of action going on in Prussia and in the German states. I need to get over there. Prussia has some pretty strong forces. Brunswick did not even reply to our diplomatic move offer coalition membership. Okay. The proposed, let's split them up. Britain creates the third coalition. New military options are available. Okay. Let's see. Most of them are locked. Locked. Supplies to Portugal. I've looked at that before. Light infantry. Better coordination. Supplies to Russia. Maybe that's the new one. I think it is. I'm at 142 on engagement points. I need 1,000 to enact those reforms. Britain creates a third coalition. So let's look at this. Britain creates a third coalition with Russia and the Kingdom of Piedmont, Sardinia against France and Spain. Large subsidies are given to Russia and Piedmont by Britain. So that's obviously related to supplies to Russia. Let's see that again. Supplies to 15,000 pounds, 100 war supplies, 30 engagement points. That's the killer right there, is 30 engagement points. I really want to send them some supplies because they will help fight this war. We've done some. We killed some merchants, but it doesn't really seem to have affected anybody. Our fleet has arrived in Oporto. Let's see, English Home Army. We're going to load you on there, and then we're going to move you around to San Sebastian, which has a port. Says it's going to take 9 days, as opposed to marching across country, which takes forever. As the kid in the movie said, forever. 10 days. So that's 2 moves right there, I believe. Soldiers of 2nd Bengali have been successfully trained. The upkeep of units in the field has cost us 124 money, 80 conscripts. What is that? It's war supplies. The training of 2nd Infantry Brigade is nearly finished in London. And then these messages. Brunswick did not even reply to our diplomatic offer of coalition membership. Saxony sent to us a proposed commercial agreement, and we agreed to it. The Great Britain has declared war on Bavaria. Kingdom of Sicily. Oh, so that's what had happened. Russia joined our coalition. We offered Russia a chance to join the coalition against France, and they accepted, and that's what opened that military option where I could send them supplies. It's because they have actually joined our coalition, which probably means that anytime Prussia's in the coalition. I wonder why supplies are locked there, and Austria is too. So not really sure about those, but Kingdom of Piedmont has declared war on France as well, so they should be in. Yep, they're a coalition member as well. So Piedmont and Russia have joined. And so let's go to the tab button and see what Russia's going to do. We want Russia. And what is this? Hanover, Saxony, Portugal, Sicily, Saxony, Russia, Prussia. All right. I guess I'll just tab out of that. So, what is it? F6. We have Austria in our coalition, Prussia in our coalition, Russia. Even though, did I do that? Did I offer them coalition membership, or did it just automatically fire off? Because I don't think I would have offered it if their relations are at 9, because I figured they would just, I would figure looking at 9 that they would just just say no. But they said yes. I don't think I offered. I think that must have been an event because where's Piedmont? Kingdom of Piedmont. Yeah, I don't think I would have offered Piedmont either. So I think that's an event that, third coalition event that says, I mean, I know it's an event in the sense that it tells me that here, but I think it's something that is hard-coded to happen at some point. The third coalition is created, and it is Russia and Piedmont are included. So we outnumber France. Let's look at this. So France has a combat power of 118. Russia is 73. Austria is 46. That's already 119. We're 100 because we're baseline 100. So we already outnumber them 219 plus 33, which is 252. So we outnumber them 2-1. More than 2-1. So we should do pretty well against them here. So let's see. 2nd Infantry Brigade. London Garrison. London Garrison. I wonder how much you can get away with stripping these, because I really would like to take some of these guys and move them across the channel. He's over his command point limit. Somebody was telling me, don't get Sir John Moore killed, because if you do, you can't enact the Moore reforms. You know, so it's good to not let him get killed, because that would severely... Wow. I guess... Huh. Somehow we went up 10 by some kind of option or event in national morale. Our current morale is at 138. Automatic win, I guess, is at 250. And defeat level is at 5. I think we're catching France on those points, because I think they've been sitting at 37 or 36 for a while, and we've been moving up pretty steadily. So let's see. Who is that ship? Oh, that's Portugal. And we're allied with Portugal. Look at that. That's a nice little grouping of ships. Okay. I've already plotted that course, so let's process the turn. I think I started this about right at 27 minutes ago or so. So we've got a little bit more time to get reacquainted. You know, at some point I might restart this and play France, because it looks like, you know, obviously Wars of Napoleon, and France seems to be the most fun nation to play, shall we say, because they're a land nation. They're fighting almost constantly, and you know, the alliances are amassing or mounting up against them. So it seems like they might be the more fun faction to play, or nation to play. And obviously Napoleon's one of the greatest generals of all time, so it might be fun to get to move Napoleon around the board some. You know, I have been reading on the boards, though, that there are some bugs that are affecting the gameplay of a lot of people, and I think that they especially affect you if you're playing from the French side, because there are certain string of events that can take place if you're playing the French, like related to the Holy Roman Empire and the Rhineland Confederation and things like that. And I think that they're not firing off as intended, but some people they are firing off for, and some people they're not. And so I haven't run into anything like that, and I haven't, you know, knock on wood, I have not run into any CTDs in this game, except I think the one time where I don't know if it was the recording program or the game that crashed, but one of them crashed. But I actually think that was the recording program that crashed at the time. So I haven't, as I said, knock on wood, haven't had any issues with the game so far. But if anybody wants to know what my specs are, I don't have a top of the line computer by any means, but I am using Windows 10. I have 8 gigs of RAM. I don't use a solid state drive. I don't have one of those. And my graphics card is a Radeon HD 6570, I think, is what its model number is, and that's not top of the line graphics card at all. That is a very low grade graphics card. I think you can buy them now, and I don't think they even make them anymore. But if they make them, they sell them for like $20 or $15. They're very cheap. They're not top of the line at all. So that's one of the reasons why I'm thinking about building a computer, is building a computer that I can upgrade on my own whenever I need to. And I've kind of fallen into the trap of buying pre-built computers, and everybody says that's crap, which they are kind of not as good, obviously. They use shoddy parts and things like that in some of these pre-built computers. And I think even at the time when I bought this computer, the HD 6570 was kind of on the low range of graphic cards to begin with. And it gets pretty choppy in some games. I bought I'm rambling again, I know. I bought the game Wolfenstein, the New World Order or something. It runs pretty choppy in it. But getting back to these games, it's just fine for these Ageod games. It really does a good job with these, and the processor is a quad core, I'm pretty sure, or it might be a dual core. See, I kind of want to be in the mix. And if you play France or Prussia, oh, look at that. I saw a French formation in Spain. Interesting. If I could take those two forts, on the one on the west and the one on the east of the Pyrenees, I believe it is, I could bottle them up. I mean, I guess I could have a fleet come around and try to pick them up, but we have fleets that would probably destroy them. That would be nice to be able to bottle up that formation and maybe completely destroy it. I saw that move. Let's see. We have sunk. It says we've done nothing really. We suffer 45 hits from foul weather. The training of one army. Oh. Where's the other one? Oh, in reading. So those are supplies. That's right, I was building supplies. So we'll send him down. That's right, they didn't have rail. I was looking for the rail button. They didn't have rail in 1805. Where's reading? It's around here. There it is. Okay. And let's see. So Saxony declared war against Bavaria. And Portugal has declared war against Bavaria. Georgia has declared war on France. I don't know who their relationship is with, but they have declared war on France. Kingdom of Holland has declared war on Russia. Kingdom of Holland declared war on Piedmont. Despite our support, our relationships have degraded significantly with Kingdom of Holland, and we lost 5 victory points. We're at war with them. The hell? What difference does it make what our relations are? Why would we lose points for our relationship with Holland going down. We're already at war with them. How did it go down anyway? I mean, it was already at negative 100. That's funny. Huh. Where was Switzerland? How can our relationship degrade any more with Switzerland? It's already at negative 100. Switzerland has declared war against Piedmont. Switzerland has declared war against Georgia. Kingdom of Italy has declared war on Russia. We keep losing victory points for our relationships with kingdoms and nations we're at war with. Our relations degrading, as if it could get any worse than open war. That's hilarious. Might be a slight weakness there. Has declared war on Piedmont. Austria has declared war against Bavaria. Has expired and it cost Spain no less than 53 victory points. France has received a casus belli against Egypt because of tensions between these two countries has degenerated into a major diplomatic incident. Ooh. Blah, blah, blah. Interesting. I don't know how we keep losing points when by our relations degrading when we're already at 0 or negative 100 even. Let's requisition some horses. No, I don't want that. It's seize horses, isn't it? Yes, here it is. Seize horses. Where is it again? Seize horses. We'll seize them over here in what used to be the Welsh kingdom. Then we want to... What do we want to build? Let's build some artillery. Oh, that's good stuff right there. Coastal batteries are very strong, but you can't really move them. I think once you place them, they're there. So let's... That's the only 2 I can build. Well, alright. Let's save the turn. Oh yeah, let's see what's going on. The admiral. Is he an admiral? No, he's a general. The general can lead. Ooh. That's not good. $3 days for Hill to get to Burgos. I thought his name's something else. But anyway. Save return. Let's see. Replacements. Yeah, replacements aren't really doing anything. We're at war, but we haven't had any battles. That's not really doing anything for us. Improve state administration. This option will convert some money to engagement points. We've got so many pounds to begin with. Why not? Let's see. Nope. That's the exact opposite of this. It wouldn't make any sense to do that. Let's see. Oh, their morale's at 101. Their power seems to have gone down slightly. All right. Let's save it and process a turn. and see what happens. You kind of got to run through these turns a little quickly because at 500 turns, that's a lot of turns to go through. And so we wait for the turn to process. You know, I've got so much extra pounds, it might be beneficial for me to buy engagement points with all the extra pounds, because obviously I can't buy too many units, because you buy 2 infantry units and all your infantry conscripts are gone. So maybe that's the whole point of having so much cash, is to use it to buy engagement points. This is concerning, though. This guy right here, Marshal Ney, at 807 power, sitting over there, sitting right down here in Spain. That's not good. I hope he isn't able to, that to me would take the AI knowing what you're doing. But what I'm thinking of is, I hope he doesn't march to San Sebastian just as I get into San Sebastian and siege me inside the city before I have a chance to move outside of the city. That would be a little annoying to me, to say the very least. You should at least give me 1 turn to get outside of the city if you're gonna attack, because I can pretty much guarantee you, if he attacks and gets me trapped in San Sebastian, that will be the destruction of that army. We won't be able to get out of there. So I'm hoping that we can get outside the city, bring Hill northeast, mate them up in, the same region, not combine them, but just be in the same region. Keith, I think, is his name Keith, or it was Lord? Oh, Duke of York, I think, was his title. Well, anyway, Duke of York and General Hill. I think Duke of York's power was about 500, and so with Hill's 326. That would give me 826 as opposed to Marshal Ney's 807, and I think we could hold them off at that point. As you can see, we really need those more reforms to help us build up some much needed formidable armies. Man, I don't know what it is. I'm yawning like crazy. I obviously didn't sleep too well last night, and my voice seems a little scratchy. My neighbors sound like they're yelling at each other again. But anyway, as I was saying, not to get on a tangent, because I know some people don't like that, but this channel was to promote Ageod games initially. I might go away from that a little bit. I've got some other games I'm thinking of doing. It just depends. If I go that route, I might have to buy a Bandicam, but I'm thinking about doing Let's Play Battles in Normandy, which is a more of a tactical battle game, and it's a very polished game, but it's an older game, and it's more of the hex type games that you're probably more used to. And then obviously I still got War in the Pacific Admiral Edition still hanging out there, which would be I would love to do. It would be probably the let's play to end all let's plays. I mean, I don't think I've seen anybody do it upright in a let's play on YouTube. You know, I've seen a couple people do some tutorials, do a few scenarios, small scenarios, but no, I don't think anybody's done the full war. Of course, I'll probably if I do one of those, I'll open myself up to all the experts of war in the Pacific just coming in and tearing me up, because those guys know it back and front. They've been playing it for years, and I wouldn't know anywhere near as much as they. Oh shit. And that, my friends, is what happens when you're not paying attention whatsoever. Oh, he was completely destroyed, wasn't he? Well, that just is not good at all. I probably lost about 10 national morale on that battle alone. Huh. Amazing. They were ready for me. Or they were just going down to attack Portugal. But either way, they were there. They destroyed that army. The hill is completely gone. Yeah, we actually lost 14 national morale on that. Whew. Improve their state administration. Oh. Yeah, minus 14 in national morale. At least I started at 124. I mean, started at 138 and we're down to 124. So it's not like it's the end of the game or anything like that. Austria developing. Not much happened other than me getting myself completely and utterly embarrassed in Spain. Nothing much happened. Oh God, and he's sitting there, and this guy's probably a pretty strong formation. I wish I could tell. I mean, I have cavalry. I wonder if I have to actually march somebody into the region to see what his power is. Huh. Is he outside the city? Yeah. I wonder if I should just go ahead and load him back onto the fleet, because this is not. I don't think this is a very good situation at all for him. That Marshal Ney was at 800 power, and then that guy, whoever that was, Hill, what's that name? Hillers. He's got a pretty strong army as well. See, Ney's there. He's there. I don't know. I mean, I might be. Am I crazy, or should I get him the hell out of Dodge? The second Elba float. Or Flotta. Where are they going? Ah, well. Live and learn. I know. I was really very probably optimistic at what I could do with those troops. I might need to wait until my armies are reformed under Moore's reforms before I do anything else. I think I am going to take him out. I'm going to take him out of here. I can't afford the home army to be in. I can't afford the home army being destroyed. I just can't allow that. So let's come up here. Let's go here. It's 12 days. Who is this? This is Russia. Yeah, Piotr. So that's Russia. They're on our side. I don't know if I can do anything before I get those reforms. 180. I'm getting there. I'm back up to 15,288. So, what do you think I'm going to do? If I can. See, I got to get to 1,000 engagement points. Oh, F3. No, F4. Okay, so I can't do it constantly. I have to wait some amount of time. That's fine. That's all right. I think I'm going to take, I think I'm going to end it here. I think I'm sitting right at 50 minutes. And, I'm back. I'm here. Yes, I ramble a little bit. I apologize if I ramble too much. And I know it's all in good, honest criticism. I don't mind that at all. So if I do ramble, I just ask you to just kind of ignore it, or fast forward through it or whatever. But this is episode 7, I do believe, of my Let's Play Wars of Napoleon. Thank you very much for watching. Maybe next time, maybe in my next episode, I won't completely allow one of my formations to get completely and utterly destroyed. That was bad. That was so bad that I allowed that. I'm just like, nonchalantly marching through Spain, and then they come down and completely whip my forces. Utterly destroyed. Man, that is bad. Bad, bad, bad. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye for now.